Hey guys, so I want to do a quick little comparison here of the Lumia 950 XL up against the Lumia 1520. My first initial impressions of the 950 XL here on the left, now that I've set it up. And obviously the first thing that I do notice actually with the 950 XL here is that it's a little bit easier to hold in the hand, which is nice. You know, it's coming in at 5.7 inches versus I think 6 inches is what the 1520 was back in the day. A little bit too big if you ask me. You know, I thought that they could have just gone with 5.7 inches, but it does feel very easy to hold in the hand here. You can see I can get my hand pretty much all around it, whereas I do struggle with the 1520. However, in terms of the build quality, I'm going to be honest with you here, massive regression when it comes to the 950 XL compared to the 1520. This still has the beautiful Lumia aesthetic, which was introduced with the Lumia 800 and the Lumia 900. If you can remember that far back, you know, those phones just look like you know, amazing on the market, whereas it looks like they've kind of recycled cheaper components you'd find in the Lumia 640 and put it all together in a bigger phone here. Don't get me wrong, it's comfortable and everything, but you know, we want premium when you're paying like about 500 for a phone nowadays. You know, this is your best product, you need to show it off more. You know, Apple's doing that with the iPhone 6. Google's even started to do that with the, you know, the Nexus 6P Premium here. So I'm not really feeling the build quality from, to be honest. The actual buttons as well feel quite flimsy actually compared to the ones back in the 1520. However, I don't want to be, you know, railing too negatively here on the 950. We do want to talk about some of the other things which are good. Obviously, we do have the display resolution, which is obviously upped from full HD to 2K here, and I'm thinking that when you are web browsing, so if we just get some content up, maybe we can see the benefit here. Just go to Daily Mail. Now, first thing I can notice is how cool the display is on the Lumia 950 here versus a more warmer display on the 1520. So if we just go down here and have a look, and you can see the content does appear actually a little bit sharper. However, what I am noticing actually in comparison to the 1520, maybe you can you know, recognize it here, how bright the display is still compared to the 950 XL. Can you see that the text appears very sharp on the XL on the left, but in terms of the actual maximum brightness, I think that the 1520 is actually brighter here, which you know, I think that's probably due to the IPS technology. Both of them are on the high 100% here, you can see. So very interesting here. Also notice that from the home screen here, you can see very nice bright colours here. But obviously we do get some additional features in terms of the Windows Hello functionality. So if you go into the settings, we do also have the ability to set on a sign-in option using your iris, apparently. So just see if we can set this up quite quick. So you do need to put a pin in. And Windows Hello, making sure it's you. So you can see that it sets it up here nice and quick. And if we just set this up, you see this like red dot come on here. Basically it scans your eyes and lets you in. So you know, that's quite a nice feature here. It makes up for the lack of a fingerprint sensor. But I'm not going to try it here because, you know, it's like I might try it when off camera. But other than that, we can see we are getting a Snapdragon 810 in terms of the architecture underlying it here, and both of them seem to be about the same in terms of the speed. Actually, I haven't noticed too much of a massive difference when it comes to the camera, etc. opening. So I think the Snapdragon 800 is still a very competent processor when it comes to the 1520. And in terms of the stability, I've not noticed too many bugs. Some people have been reporting like issues with the software, but I've not noticed that yet. Both of them do allow for a measure of customization. So if we go to the settings, you can see personalization, colors. So you can see we can put on the light mode, and wow. So you can see this is the light mode here, which I think actually looks a little bit different to the older devices. So you can see the older devices seem to look a little bit more kind of white, but maybe it's because this has got like wallpaper on it. I do like the lock screen wallpaper though, you know, very similar here to the Windows 10 on your PC, but I think we do have Type-C as well. So Type-C is obviously you know, the next step when it comes to being able to plug your charger in any way you want. 3400 obviously battery, removable unlike the 1520, but the battery's always been good on the 1520 in itself, so that is quite nice here. But yeah, so I just wanted to compare these two. I think those are the main kind of issues. I'll probably do like camera and speed test, see if there's any progression there. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.